Enough of your hypocritical ways. Don't try and stop me now. Don't you make a sound. You built yourself up oh so high just to tear me down. I'm so tired of you telling me how to live and what I should not be. And I'm so tired of you telling me what to do and what I don't believe. And I'm so over you telling me I should hate and only you can see. And I'm so sick of you telling me that I will burn, I will not be free. This is my song, my red crusade. What will I say? What will I do? Maybe it's fear that leads your eyes. Maybe you're me and I am you. So God and my shopping cart. Tell me who to love, is it him or her? Why will you see this as a wire? As I ask, honey, you're not supposed to love. Wanna change, stay out of my way. I don't need you to understand that I'm already saved. Maybe you should stop questioning all your pain. Can you look me in the eyes, say we're not the same? Did you really think by pushing me I would become what you want me to be? And did you really think by hating me I'd open up, I just hand you the key? I know you're scared and you don't understand. This is my life, this is who I am. What I do know is come judgment day, if I don't love, can you say the same? This is my song, my red crusade. What will I say? What will I do? Maybe it's fear that leads your eyes. Maybe you're me and I am you. So go ahead and buy shopping carts. Tell me who to love, is it him or her? Why will you see this as a wire? S-I-S, N-E-R, S-I-S, N-E-R. So go ahead and buy shopping carts. I love who I want, what the hell? Why will you see that come at me? S-I-S, N-E-R, not supposed to love. Go ahead and buy S-I-S, N-E-R, 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 not supposed to tell me who to love, is it him or her? Why will you see this as a wire? S-I-S, N-E-R, S-I-S, N-E-R. So go ahead and buy shopping carts. I love who I want, what the hell? Why will you see that come at me? S-I-S, N-E-R, not supposed to
Stare in the darkness. Are you scared?
Are you free? I can be fair or a monster. Tell me now, which one do you need? I can feel deep tearing at me, rip me to pieces, rock me to sleep. I can feel eyes staring at me, getting uneasy, ready to feed. I can feel deep. I can feel deep. I can feel deep. I can feel deep tearing at me. Swear that you're heartless. Say a prayer for the weak. You should beware when the sharks swim. Take a vow, too vulgar to speak. I can feel deep tearing at me, rip me to pieces, rock me to sleep. I can feel eyes staring at me, getting uneasy, ready to feed. I can feel deep. I can feel deep. I can feel deep. I can feel deep tearing at me. Stare in the darkness. Is there air? Will you drown? Stare in the darkness. Follow me down. 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 I can feel deep. I can feel deep. I can feel deep. I can feel deep tearing at me.
So, hi, welcome. Wanted to check to see how my microphone is doing before we get really deep into this, but I hope everybody's having a good evening. So, hi, I am Psycheshire. I am your host. Welcome to my domain. Be it my friend, be it my foe, you always have a place to go. Just come on in, relax, the door's open, find an open seat. Just sit back, put your feet up, get ready to listen for story time. Hope you brought your popcorn, hope you brought your drinks, hope you brought your fangs, as well as your beast. So, just saying and we're going to be doing Shadows of New York. First, we're just going to go over some general stuff, as we always do. If you look at the panels are the same as they were last time. However, if you are new, then just take a look. They have information about me, information about the stream, ways to contact me, YouTube and Twitter. Do not be shy. If you feel like messaging, to say hi. Promise I won't bite, that's a lie. However, you can always try. Also, there's information about these different emotes that we have, as well as Chester the Chat Cat and some rules about behavior on our stream. In other words, just be cool. just relax. All shall be good. So, what is this story? This is a text-based story, and this text-based story has options where it's going to say pick 1, 2, 3, or 4 choices. They kind of direct the way that we will go on the game. I will say, chat back, what do you want to do? Option 1, 2, 3, or 4. Do not snooze, or I promise you'll lose. Make sure that you say you want 1, 2, 3. I always like to have at least 3 votes before I make a choice. But make sure that you do, because guys, this is your game just as much as it is mine. You can make me do some wicked, wacky, awesome stuff just by choosing. So make sure that you speak up. Don't be shy. I promise I won't be that bad. Maybe. So, do me the favor, make sure that you speak up. So, what have I been doing? Just working like always. Believe it or not, I do talk all the time as I'm working, so it's like constant being on a microphone. However, here it's only for you. And I've been RPing, and I've been doing VR, and I have a new mic stand, which was recommended to me by none other than the one that rated us last time, Rin Vendor, who is awesome and amazing, and he and I had a long conversation, and he told me about this mic stand thing to buy, and I bought it, and so I'll be hooking that up, and I have one of those professional kind of mics that was recommended for me. Now I just need to get a headset, which I have one that has cute little kitty cat ears that lights up, so who knows, maybe I'll try that. And I actually do have cameras and lights and all that boogie, so maybe one day I'll get brave enough to actually get on the camera and do this live. And I'm trying to fix up my Beat Saber and all kinds of other stuff. So that's what's been on my agenda. I hope everybody's had a great week. We're trying to get back into the every 2 weeks thing. We're kind of on a roll right now. I'm kind of happy with that. And that's pretty much it. So are you guys ready? Are you guys ready to listen to Story Time with Shadows of New York? If you are, we'll go ahead and get that game cranked up so that we can begin. I know I am. Crockfar, you're ready? Sweet, let's do the thing. Come on, baby, let's do the thing. Alright. Well, buckle up, Buttercup. You're in for a hell of a ride. And in a minute you will hear a click. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There you go. How's that for timing? Alright. You're just about to nom somebody. Alright, well, let's go. Ready to play this. Let's see where it takes off from here. Load. Julia. Night 5. Game audio, visual, and mic balance are good. Yeehaw! I am awesomely glad. He should have time for me in an hour or 2. In the meantime, I suppose it's time to find somewhere. What's the most dehumanizing word I could use here? Nourishment? Ooh, we're gonna get feed. Kadir told me I'd need to quench my hunger less often if I didn't smoke. It kills you, he said. But to start killing itself, your organism must pretend it's alive, and that uses up precious vitae. But I love cigarettes. The way they smell, the way they burn, the hot ash falling from the top, the sound of the lighter. The way they kill you. Of course. I guess I need some tactile connection to who I was back when I was alive. Okay, New York City, guide my steps. Show me which one of your children I should drink up tonight. Ooh, who are we gonna eat? Diva's Delight, a fitting name for a kiss addict, audacious enough to openly pitch a unique taste to those in the know. I'm not in a clubbing mood, but since I need to feed, might as well give that rumor a shot. Interesting. Samira is asking me to meet her. If not for the ongoing celebrations, the patrician would prove an odd choice for a secret rendezvous. Here's hoping she can provide some useful insights into the case. And Bunny as a reporter. The note left at my old dead drop point reads, Bunny as a reporter. Shit. Could it be Woods? Long time no see. What does one do when the ghost of Christmas past knocks on her door? So which one do we want, Chat Pack? Do we want Bunny as a reporter? Or do we want a slap on the wrist? Or do we want Diva's Delight? Which probably means feed. One dude right of the dude on the right there looks kind of sus. Yeah, suspect. The guy that looks like he teaches ancient calligraphy. The middle guy. So you think I should go for the middle guy, which the middle guy is a slap on the wrist. So do we do him or do we feed first? Chick might be hungry. Never leave a beast hungry. Always feed the beast, or it's going to be very, very bad. So you think slap on the wrist. What do you think, the rest? You think slap on the wrist, then feed? So we got 2 for slap on the wrist, then feed. What say the rest of you, Chat Pack? I might be okay with doing that. Don't hold her back from feeding too young. Fine. We'll try the middle guy. Slap on the wrist. A clean-cut staff member, dressed in an impeccable company uniform, smiles at me as the elevator door opens. Good evening, ma'am. Meeting someone? I dismiss his question with an apathetic shrug. He sizes me up for a brief moment, visibly questioning my fashion sense. However, his professional acumen quickly trumps his discontent. Very well. This way, please. New York City's nouveau rich seem awfully starving for a gourmet soup this late at night. The patrician is packed almost to the brim. The concierge points me over to the last vacant table, conveniently situated in the far-off corner of the main hall. I nestle in the chair, letting my elbows rest on the ornate tablecloth. Watch out! Oblivious white collars. There's a black widow in your midst. Well, I'm here. Might as well just kick back and die of boredom. Yeah. I really need something to occupy my mind. 1, 2, or 3, Chatback. Either call the concierge, or figure out why Samira asked you to come, or have a smoke and examine the place. Which shall it be, 1, 2, or 3, Chatpack? What are you thinking? I'm thinking I maybe figure out why Samira asked you to come so you can go ahead and get the hell out of here and go feed. Or have a smoke and examine the place, maybe. It's bound to piss someone off who will ask you to put it out. There you go. I'm thinking, you thinking 3 and you thinking 3. That's what I'm thinking. Let's give it a shot. The pretentious atmosphere gradually begins to creep under my skin, straining my mind and dulling my awareness. I take a peek into my trusty medicine bag. 2 cancer sticks left. I casually light one, paying no mind to the scornful looks of nearby patrons. That's right, you gotta stir a little chaos. The aura enveloping this place is suffocating. Everyone here seems so incredibly toffee-nosed, as if they were destined for greatness by sheer virtue of their birth. Airs and graces everywhere you look. An adorned hamster cage where everyone is trying to either suck up to their betters or get their asses kissed by overeager underlings. The fact that I find this so pathetic is probably part of the reason why I never amounted to anything. C'est la vie. As I take another whiff, I notice a well-groomed staff member, the manager, I guess, gazing at me from behind his horn rims. He's competent enough to keep up appearances, but I can tell he's on the warpath. 1, 2, or 3 either begrudgingly put out the cigarette or eyeball him until he yields, or give him the cold shoulder. I would do either 2 or 3. I am defiant. If I were to light that thing up, they're going to have to come make me put it out. So either eyeball him until he yields, give him the cold shoulder, or, if you really insist on number 1, then yeah, I guess I could do 1. Eyeball him. So we got 2 eyeballs. 1 from Donnie and 1 from Croc. 2 eyeball people. I guess we'll do 2. Let's give it a shot. There's something about this guy that rubs me the wrong way. Say something and come make me put this out. You dang straight. I nonchalantly exhale clouds of smoke and return his menacing look. He just turns his back on me as if nothing happened. As I continue to scan my surroundings, I notice the concierge answering a phone call and frantically jotting down a note. Good. Get back to work, buddy. Just as the thought of leaving crosses my mind, he glances at me briefly before hanging up. It's that look you get when you're enjoying yourself and someone just gives you that look of, like they're about to come over and talk to you. Yeah, that's one of those moments where you don't. That's one of those moments you just kind of think to yourself, yeah, it's time to leave. The concierge quickly closes in on me, dancing habitually between the tables, and addresses me before I can even utter a single word. Excuse me, ma'am. Are you Miss Sawinski by chance? As soon as I nod, he hands me a carefully folded memo and leaves. For how quickly he scribbled it down, the note is impeccably calligraphied. It reads, "The manager of this establishment insulted the Camarilla's authority with his negligence. Even though it's minor, his transgression must be penalized. I would like you to assist me in this matter." Oh! So he's gonna go and try to make a kill and have her help? Such a display of goodwill on your part would surely improve your standing with the higher-ups. Choose an appropriate, non-lethal punishment. S. Well, looks like we're going to be punishing someone tonight. Did I just say that? Well, this is disappointing. It was a high order to expect any help with the investigation. I guess. Instead, just another chore. The best I can hope for is that this really is just a friendly request and not a deliberate attempt to derail my work this early in the game. Get a gangrel to use some animalism and send in some rats, then call the health department. You could. They've been naughty. I wouldn't know anything about being naughty. Couldn't help there. Damn it. Might as well get it done, since I'm already here, so I can move on with more pressing stuff. I swiftly approach the manager and tap him on the shoulder. He furrows his brow as soon as he notices me. "I'm afraid I'm busy. One of the waiting staff should be able to..." "We have something to discuss. The VIP lounge. Now, if you please." His face loses color. Maybe it has dawned on him that I'm even paler than the other, more blue-blooded guests. He immediately becomes compliant as I escort him through a side door. The room isn't empty, but its guests are just leaving. Nobody pays me any attention. The manager is as polite as he can be as he sees the patrons out. But I can see he's clearly losing his shit. He quietly asks one of his staff to give him 5 minutes in the lounge, and gingerly closes the doors behind him. Then the pleading starts. "Listen, I know I screwed up. I shouldn't have let him in. How could I know he's not one of the proper clients?" I don't give a... Listen, hey. I would never. I implore you. I have children, for Christ's sake. There must be something, an arrangement, a way to... He just goes on, as if I'm not even here. With each subsequent whimper, he becomes more and more irritating. "Either explain or lash out. Which way do we go, Chatbag? 1 or 2? I'm a 50-50 shot either way. Not sure which way would be best to go, so I leave it to you, Chatbag. Either we explain as to what we're doing here, or we just go ahead and say, fuck it, we're tired of you whimpering, and lash out. So which way shall we go? 1 or 2, Chatbag?" I am 50-50, no preference. You want to eat his face off, and they said non-lethal. Yes, they said non-lethal. So we're going to go with 1 to explain. I'm shocked, Chad. I thought you'd go for lash out. That's fine, we'll do one. Just shut up for a goddamn second. My outburst finally makes him hold his tongue. I light up the last cig in the package and take a slow puff, trying to compose myself. I have no use for your explanations and justifications. I don't know what sort of transgressions you've committed. I should never have let this Sansarik guy in. And truth be told, I don't give a shit. It will never happen again. I swear on my mother's grave. I'm not that good at judging character. But him pleading with his arms out really makes him look like the biblical wayward son, swearing to change his ways. 1, 2, or 3. Brand him, let him off with a warning, or lash out. Remember, you would get a better standing if you did something. So it's either brand him, let him off with a warning, or lash out. Whatever the choice is, pick. What is that? What is that? Whatever the choice is, I pick. You pick one, a branding. I mean, let's be clear. When I RP'd, my character was branded. In fact, Croc's character was branded. We were both branded for the same thing. It didn't really bother me all that much. I didn't give a shit. But I think, I might have bothered Croc. Alright, fine. We'll go with branding. I grab his hand in a tight grip, palm up, and take a puff to rekindle the burning tip of my cigarette. He doesn't fight back. You and I both know they will want proof that I gave you a lesson you won't forget. So I hope you realize that this is mercy. I put my smoke out in the palm of his hand to the accompaniment of his muffled screams. His eyes become watery, but other than that, he takes it like a champ. I will say this. Oh yes, those are my hunting dogs. Those are my canines. All right, so years and years ago, I was one of those goth mall rat individuals. And we all had this thing where we all had to have our calling code. Well, mine was, because I used to smoke cigarettes, that I could put a cigarette out on my tongue without even wincing or blinking. And I got really good at it. So I could just be in a conversation, open my mouth, stick my tongue out, and sizzle as it just burned right into the top of my tongue. Did I lose my taste buds? No, I didn't. But it did make a freaky sound. It freaked people out too when I did it. I actually thought it was kind of funny. I don't smoke anymore, but yeah, that was a thing. So, yeah, brings back memories. If I have to come back to this shithole, the next one will go right here. I look him in the eye and crassly flick his eyelid before taking off. I didn't know I was capable of this sort of cruelty, but here we are. Karen warned me that our something in bloodline finds sniveling weaklings detestable. Is that what triggered me? But that's a conundrum for another occasion. I did what I was asked, and I've sure as hell wasted enough time here. I should move on. Alright, so we did that. Do you want to go feed now? I'm hungry. Want to feed now? Yes. Yes. We've got Diva's Delight. Nom nom time. We've got Diva's Delight, and we've got Bunny as a reporter. We want num nums. I say num nums. Let's feed. No blood, no matter how exquisite, is worth suffering through this noise. Something terrible must have happened to the previous DJ. It had to be sudden and unexpected for them to hire this amateur under the wire. Zero ability to read the crowd. No sense of flow, as if that constant flashing wasn't migraine-inducing enough by itself. Not that I remember how an ordinary headache feels. I know the hunger, though, which is why I'm here tonight. Oh, this is funny. A purple-haired girl bumps into me. Head down, tears flowing down her cheeks, hands trembling. As much as I'd understand it, I don't think it's the guy at the turntables that made her like this. Purple-haired girl, y'all. Sounds like Eve. God, I hope not. Oof. Oh, I'm so sorry. She bolts before I can say a single word. Well, who am I to blame her? A tactical retreat probably felt like a good idea. The trace of cheap booze in every potential vessel is faint, but ever present. At this point, the smell is all I'm getting. Come to think of it, I can barely remember how alcohol tastes. Maybe I should remind myself. Nah, that's dumb. But the bar's pretty much free of people at the moment. I get closer and take a peek at the drinks menu. These are some goofy fucking names, especially from my kindred's perspective. 1, 2, 3. Either order the Bloody Margaret, order the Vampiro, or put the menu back. She is dressed like an 18th century school teacher who has purple hair and at a club. None of that matches Eve. We're good. That's not who it is. Whew! I heard purple hair. That threw me. Alright, so it isn't that. We're thinking 3. Put the menu back. Be safe. Don't make yourself throw up everywhere. Let's go with the Bloody Margaret. You realize if she drinks alcohol, she's going to puke, right? Like, puke everywhere. They can't drink alcohol. At least I don't think they can. Alright, and you just want to see her puke. Eek! Alright, we have a 1 and a 3. Chat pack, come on, somebody break the tie for me. A 1 and a 3. I'm not sure which one I think. I guess I will go with... We'll go with 3 this time, so she didn't get sick. Most of my kin can't stomach the liquor, any fluid other than blood, or food, really. I've got no reason to believe I'm different. Yeah, like I said, it's gonna make you sick. close the drink menu and pass it along to some yuppie drunkard. He seems overjoyed, and to the bartender's dismay, orders the fanciest drink on offer. Oh, shit. The music abruptly stops, just as I step away from the bar. I can't see the booth, but the crowd's reaction tells me all I need to know. Looks like we have a new DJ. The vibe immediately improves. Hallelujah. But pleasant moments never last. Some well-worn dude on the wrong side of 40 decides to hit me up. Our eyes meet for a brief moment, slightly too late for me to outmaneuver him. Strangely, there's no lust in his gaze, and yet he seems like a predator closing in on its prey. Shit, could he be the rumored diva's delight? A kiss addict, clocking me as a bloodsucker? How come you here all alone, sweetheart? I can't pinpoint exactly what it is, but there's something irksome in the way he carries himself. As he approaches me, I begin to feel fatigued, like there was a sudden drop in atmospheric pressure. Ooh, that couldn't be a hunter, could it? I hope not. So do we just ignore him, glare until he goes away, or tell him to piss off? So we do a 1. True faith, bastards. So we do a 1, 2, or 3. Either glare until he goes away, just ignore it, or tell him to piss off. If it's a true faith, dude, don't we need to, like, glare till he goes away? You think 3? Tell him to piss off? Alright, that's what we'll do. My unsure voice thwarts any attempts at sounding imposing. Can you bother someone else? I'm not in the fucking mood. He seems unfazed by my words. Just tilts his head a little, like a hound dog catching a scent. I feel spiders crawling up my spine. Is there something wrong? Here, let me. Hands off, asshole. Whoa, Potence, twist his wrist or dominate, make him go away. Now we're going to use some abilities. Thank you, gosh. Or actually disciplines. We using Potence or we using dominate? Which way you want to go? I'm thinking dominate. I hate using that too. That is like the one discipline I despise the most. You think he'll laugh at the dominate? What you think? Somehow I have a feeling there's certain people pulling out that book. 1. Causes a scene. 2 is subtle. You want me to go for 2 with dominate? The question is, what will true faith do? Will dominate work on true faith? I'm biased. You know I'm biased. I hate that shit. I absolutely hate dominate. Unless it's earned, there's no reason to use it. We'll try dominate. There you go. You happy now? Nah. You played a guy with true faith. So what do we do? 1 or 2? We got a lot of people saying 1. Majority was 1. We're going with Potence. Let's try Potence. I grab his wrist in a tight grip and start twisting until I feel the snap of a dislocated joint. He screams in pain, but fortunately, the music drowns it out. As soon as I let go of his hand, he runs for the exit. He stares me down before leaving, but I can't help but sense something worse than fear in his eyes. Makes me feel uncomfortable. I listened. Time to bail and not look back. We didn't get to eat. Oh, wait a minute. Right before I reach the exit, the purple-haired girl from earlier bumps into me once again. This time, I know it's not coincidental. Wait, please. She seems startled, but gives me a pleading look. I saw what you did to that man. Are you one of them? What are you talking about? Who's them? She bares her teeth and taps the side of her neck. Oh, I get it. He's a zealot. Check her for wings. That's the kiss-addicted junkie. Why, yes, I am. I'm one of the badasses. So you're the Diva's Delight? She blusses innocently, like I just caught her stealing cookies. Yes, it sounds silly, but I thought it would attract some of, some of your kind. I've always been told I taste good. Would you like to try? There you go. Quote for the night. I've always been told I taste good. Would you like to try? There's so many ways that a whole sentence could go. I'm not sure what I think of this. She looks at me the same way a junkie who hasn't had his hit for a while looks at a syringe. You know too much. There's no way you don't have a patron of some sort. Her eyes tear up again. I do, but maybe I don't. I don't know anymore. He shows up whenever he wants, then disappears for weeks. I don't even know his name. We were supposed to meet here tonight, but I guess he didn't show up. The girl keeps talking. Now that she has found somebody new to open up to, any instinct she might have had to remain secretive is gone. Makes you wonder who thought it was a good idea to breach the masquerade for her. Before him, I used to have a caregiver. She was one of the divas too, but she was exceptional, noble. I think she cared about me in a way. She always complimented the way I taste. It's Eve before she was embraced. Oh, jeez. I don't know if I could actually... You actually think I could actually ever be that innocent? I don't think so. Maybe. Nah. I wouldn't even be that. I'd be one of those people going, yo, you got some fangs? Open your mouth. Let me see. Damn, those are pretty. That would be more what I would do. Would you like a try? She clings to my arm like I am Jesus Christ and Kurt Cobain at the same time, descended from heaven exclusively to turn her misery to bliss. I can't help but feel some disdain. Please, I promise you won't be disappointed. I know I won't be. I'm too hungry for that. But I also like to pretend I'm something better than hungry from time to time. I wouldn't be. I'd be like, give me the nom-noms. That's all I need. Refuse or feeding opportunity? You want to refuse or you want to eat? I hate to tell you. I kind of know what I'd do. What do you think I would do? If it were me, what do you think I would do? Feed or walk away? Would I feed or would I walk away? Y'all know. Y'all know. I'd feed. Let's give it a shot. We're gonna feed. The hunger gets the better of me, but somehow I don't mind. This is what she wants, isn't it? A quick look around. No one's paying attention. Why would they? We're just two random girls who seem to be into each other. I gently grab the back of her head and put my lips closer to her neck. She visibly trembles with excitement as I bite down. Her body softens. Then I drink, savoring each sip. She really tastes incredible, like an unfulfilled promise. Sweet, sweet innocence. As soon as I am done, she loses her footing, weakened, but undoubtedly relieved. I help her sit down on the floor. She smiles at me, joy glinting in her eye. Thank you. I really needed that. My name's... Don't talk. Just rest for a while. I leave her alone in this state of bliss. She doesn't seem to mind. It looks like I did the right thing. Right? I leave the booming sounds of the club behind me and get on with my night. All right. It's about time I head to see Kadir. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to call it a night. And then we're going to pick this back up 2 days from now on Thursday. Then we'll also pick it back up on Sunday. So this is going to be fun. This is getting good. Although, one of these days, I'll actually do a reading of my own feeding. That would be cool. It's a lot more vicious than this. But I like this too. So guys, I'm going to be calling it a night. I'm looking on my list. Mad Hatter! Shall we raid Mad Hatter yet again? Raid Mad Hatter, one of my friends. What do you think? Shall we? I think we should raid. So let's raid Mad Hatter. Alright, now you guys, when you get in there, make sure A, you follow. It doesn't cost you nothing to follow. But follow him. You go into sleep, Lupine? Wait until I get off, and then I'll talk to you in a sec. So don't go nowhere yet, please. Alright, guys. I am going to go. So let's go ahead and raid Alright? We're gonna raid Mad Hatter. RAIDMADHATTERAND. Ready? 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,